Hello. I'm using a different setup tonight, and I'm hoping that it will have better sound. Oh, just 1 second. I gotta get rid of something here. All right. Welcome to the, I don't know how many times I've done this, to the Sequester with Sue song series. And I'm going to start with a tune that, if you've been listening, you're familiar with it. Or if you've been following me for the last couple of decades. But this is called Postcard to Encinitas. Then again, thinking about it now, I guess that I might have been wrong. I didn't mind coming without you. I never thought I'd be gone so long. And I don't know what you put behind you now, but nothing's changed about me. When I think about trying to find you now, it feels like I'm chasing ghosts. Wish we were out at the tea house tonight. I'm 2,000 miles from there, looking for some part of a friend I know, and just finding drunks with nothing to say. But they all seem to have the same lies you try and burn, but they don't change a thing for me. Feels like everything's changing without me now. It feels like I'm chasing ghosts. There's supposed to be a guitar solo here, but I can't find my guitar player. Not much to say about him now. I guess it's time to start moving on. Still, I wish you'd change your mind if I'd asked you one more time. But we both know that song. don't know what you put behind you now, but something's changed about me. When I think about trying to find you now, I know I'm just chasing ghosts. All right, I'll check now because I don't know how late my little great niece stays up now. She just had some major surgery on her eye, and so she might be going to bed early. I'm not really sure, and she might be already sleeping and getting up later. But if you're on, Meg, let me know, and we'll get to the bus. All right. I'm gonna do an old wobbly song, and it's to the tune of Redbird, I think is the name of that. But it's written by E.S. Nelson, I think, back in the early 1900s, and called Working Men Unite. Conditions, they are bad, some of you are sad, you cannot see your enemy, the class that lives in luxury. Working folks are poor and will be forevermore, as long as we permit the few to guide our destiny. Shall we still be slaves and work for wages? It is outrageous, has been for ages. Oh, this world by right belongs to toilers, and not the spoilers of liberty. The master class is small, but they've got a lot of gall. When we unite to gain our rights, when they resist, we'll use our might. There is no middle ground, the fight must be one round. To victory for liberty, our class is marching on. Shall we still be slaves and work for wages? It is outrageous, has been for ages. Oh, this world by right belongs to toilers, and not the spoilers of liberty. Working men unite, well, we must put up a fight to make us free from slavery and capitalistic tyranny. The fight is not in vain, we've got a world to gain. The victory for liberty, our class is marching on. Shall we still be slaves and work for wages? It is outrageous, has been for ages. Oh, this world by right belongs to toilers, and not the spoilers of liberty. Alrighty. Checking for Zaylee to see if she's on yet. I guess pretty soon I'll just go ahead and sing the song. Sometimes people get lost and they can't comment on the part that I can see. So that's why I keep asking here. Sorry if it's annoying. This doesn't have a capo. This next song is one of mine as well. It's a true story, about a train ride I took through Texas. It took 32 hours to get through Texas on the train. And this is a well, I was sitting with a lot of people that we were playing guitars, and after the incidents happened, we all kind of were trying to figure out who was going to write the song first. There's no smoking marijuana on this train. There's no smoking marijuana on this train. Stop and throw your ass off, you'll be stuck in Alpine, Texas. There's no smoking marijuana on this train. Y'all can play that guitar on this train. Yeah, y'all can play that guitar on this train. You gotta keep it down for all the people sleeping round here. Y'all can play that guitar on this train. But you all can't smoke your reefers on this train. No, you all can't smoke your reefers on this train. Bake it in a brownie if you gotta bring it on here. There's no smoking marijuana on this train. Well, the kids had all the hot dogs they could eat. Yeah, the kids had all the hot dogs they could eat. And after the drug raid, when we all got back on the train, the kids threw up those hot dogs on the seats. Now the cars smell like an outhouse on this train. Yeah, the cars smell like an outhouse on this train. 3 days out from LA, the Texas Eagle sure is smelly. The cars smell like an outhouse on this train. You best look like a gringo on this train. Yeah, you best look like a gringo on this train. Stormtroopers from El Paso, they'll demand to see your passport if you don't look like a gringo on this train. We don't care about your prescriptions on this train. We don't care about your prescriptions on this train. No matter what your doctor says, it ain't legal here in Texas. There's no smoking marijuana on this train. There's no smoking marijuana on this train. There's no smoking marijuana on this train. If the conductor suspects you, well, the police, they'll collect you. There's no smoking marijuana on this train. All right. I'm going to do a Leonard Cohen tune that I've tried to do the last 3 weeks, and the sound went out before I even got to it, so hopefully the sound is still holding out here. If there's anybody that can type something in there and let me know what the balance sounds like, I'd appreciate that. Heard there was a sacred chord David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, minor fall, the major lift, the barefoot king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, and beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to the kitchen chair, broke your crown, she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. There was a time when you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show that to me, do you? Remember when I moved in you, and the holy dove she was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You say I took the name in vain, but I don't even know the name. If I did, then really what's it to you? There's a blaze of light in every word. Doesn't matter which you heard, the holy or the broken. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I did my best, but it wasn't much. Tried to feel, tried to touch, and I told the truth, and I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my lips but hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. All right. So do I have a Zaley? I'll keep trying. right. This is a song that Arlo Guthrie tune. Actually, somebody else wrote the melody. Victor Hall of Chile lived like a shooting star, and he fought for the people of Chile with his songs and his guitar. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Victor Hall was a peasant, worked from a few years old, sat upon his father's plow, watched the earth unfold. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Now a neighbor's had a wedding, but one of the children died. His mother sang all night for them, with Victor by her side. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Grew up to be a fighter against the people's wrongs. Listen to their grief and joy, and turn them into songs. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. He sang about the copper miners and those who work the land. He sang about the factory workers, and they knew he was their man. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Campaigned for Allende, working night and day. He sang, take hold of your sister's hand, the future begins today. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Then the generals seized Chile, they arrested Victor there. They caged him in a stadium with 5,000 frightened men. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Victor stood in the stadium, his voice was brave and strong. Sang for his fellow prisoners till the guards cut short his song. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. They broke the bones in both his hands, they beat him on the head, they tore him with electric shock, and then they shot him dead. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Victor Hall of Chile lived like a shooting star, and he fought for the people of Chile with his songs and his guitar. His hands were gentle, his His hands were strong, his hands were gentle, his hands were strong. All right, I'm going to try, well, thanks. I'm going to try a new song here. Actually, I've recorded it already, so I should know it. But it keeps, the guitar part keeps changing a little bit. So, yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'll let you know in advance. It's a new song called Threats to America, and it premieres this Friday on the radio stations that care to play it. Oh, say, can you see in that land of the free, home of those brave souls who take to their keys, vomiting hatred just in their sheets, while the fascist in chief he excessively tweets his threats to America, war in the streets. Each new murder by police, people's outrage grows. And each new thug incursion, more people rise up to say no. And decades on still saying, all you fascists bound to lose. They take you on in D.C., wherever else you choose. A knee to the neck, a bat to the teeth, a shot to the eye, and no one can breathe. Fixed bayonets, bullets and guns, and there's crackdowns and curfews, and nowhere to run, and there's threats to America. Each new murder by police, the people's outrage grows. Each new thug incursion, more people rise up to say no. Decades on still saying, all you fascists bound to lose. They take you on in Portland, wherever else you choose. New secret soldiers for the fascist in chief, for his mounting invasions against the cities. The black people challenged and murdered by police, and there's gas in the neighborhoods and tanks in the streets, and there's threats to America, war in the streets. Each new murder by police, the people's outrage grows. Each new thug incursion, more people rise up to say no. Decades on still saying, all you fascists bound to lose. They take you on in D.C., wherever else you choose. Each new murder by police, the people's outrage grows. Each new thug incursion, more people rise up to say no. Decades on still saying, all you fascists bound to lose. Take you on in D.C., wherever else you choose. Well, there's that. And for now, I'm just going to go ahead and for my great niece, who's recovering from some pretty invasive surgery, I'm gonna sing "Wheels on the Bus." And if she's not on right now, at least it'll be there. She can listen to it later, maybe. wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The doors on the bus go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. And the doors on the bus go open and shut, all through the town. Wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town. Children on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. Children on the bus go up and down, all through the town. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. All right. Okay. I guess this one's in G. It's a Woody Guthrie tune. Usually, it's All You Fascists Bound to Lose. I'm gonna tell you fascists, you might be surprised. Well, people in this big old world are getting organized, and you're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose. All you fascists bound to lose. All you fascists bound to lose. All you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose. Now we're going to modulate. Race hatred cannot stop us. This one thing we know. Well, your poll tax and your Jim Crow and your greed has got to go. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose. Oh, you fascists bound to lose. I said, oh, you fascists bound to lose. Yes, sir. Oh, you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose, you fascists bound to lose. People of every color marching side by side. Well, they're marching across those fields where 1 million fascists died. They're bound to lose, you fascists bound to lose. Oh, you fascists bound to lose. I said, oh, you fascists bound to lose. Yes, sir. Oh, you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose, you fascists bound to lose. Going into this battle, gonna take my Union gun. I'll end this world of slavery before this battle's won, and you're bound to lose, you fascists bound to lose. All you fascists bound to lose. I said, all you fascists bound to lose. Yes, sir. All you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose, you fascists bound to lose. You can go ahead and sing it with me this time. All you fascists bound to lose. All you fascists bound to lose. All you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose, you fascists bound to lose. I was going to say you didn't have to go away. I couldn't tell if you were singing or not. It's kind of weird now. I'm actually looking at the screen that this is playing on. It's kind of weird. But let's see what's on the list next. Looks like I don't really feel like doing that song right now. I think maybe well, okay. Politician prowls around on workers' votes and treating, claims to know the slickest way to give the boss a beating. Polly, we can't use you, dear, to lead us into clover. Fight is ours, and as for you, clear out or get run over. He claims to be the boss's foe on workers' votes and treating. Says don't fight well on the job, just do it all by voting. Polly, we can't use you, dear, to lead us into clover. The fight is ours, and as for you, clear out or get run over. Elect me to the office, boys, with all your rage pass o'er you. Don't bother with your countless wrongs, I'll do the fighting for you. Polly, we can't use you, dear, to lead us into clover. Fight is ours, and as for you, clear out or get run over. Says the sabotage won't do it, isn't to his liking, and without his mighty aid there is no need in striking. Oh, Polly, we can't use you, dear, to lead us into clover. The fight is ours, and as for you, clear out or get run over. Begs and coaxes, threatens, yells on shallow glory thirsting. Fact, he is a bag of wind all swollen up to bursting. Polly, we can't use you, dear, to lead us into clover. The fight is ours, and as for you, clear out or get run over. Smiling bosses think he might boodle from their manger, and he never mentions strike, they know he is no danger. Polly, we can't use you, dear, to lead us into clover. Fight is ours, and as for you, clear out or get run over. All the while he spouts and spiels, musing undetected, about the lovely snap he'll have as soon as he's elected. Polly, we can't use you, dear, to lead us into clover. This fight is ours, and as for you, clear out or get run over. That's another old wobbly tune. called Hey Polly. And just in case somebody hasn't heard, Biden picked Harris for his VP. So now I got got the guy that brought us the crime bill and a prosecutor. So I guess you're fighting authoritarianism with authoritarianism. Okay, this was written back in 1910 by an anonymous worker. The music that they paired with it at the time, they used to just take popular tunes and write the lyrics set to popular tunes, because it'd be easier to sing along if you already knew the tune, and the copyright things weren't quite as, they weren't the same. Or maybe they didn't even exist at that point. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I went ahead and gave it a different tune because it just didn't really go with the old oaken bucket. But I guess it kind of probably has some hints of that. Introduction for the wrong key. Goodness me, it's hot in this room. That's my problem. I can blame it on the heat. Long in their bondage, the people have waited, lulled to inaction by pulpit and press, hoping in time their wrongs would be abated, trusting the ballot to give them redress. Vain was the trust for a high court decision, swept the last bulwarks of freedom away. The voice of the people is met with derision, a people in action no court can gainsay. So up with the masses and down with the classes, the death to the traitor that money can buy. Cooperation's the hope of the nation. Strike for it now or our liberties die. Hark to the cries of the hungry and idle, borne on the breezes from prairie to sea. The patience, their fury no longer could bridle. Onward they're coming to die or be free. Hear and grow pale, heed spoilers of virtue, corporate managers, masters of slaves. Fools, did you fancy we never could hurt you? You were the cowards and they were the brave. Up with the masses and down with the classes, death to the traitor that money can buy. Cooperation's the hope of the nation. Strike for it now or our liberties die. Hail to the birth of a new constitution, with laws that are equal and justice for all. Hail to the age of man's true evolution, anarchy unfolding at liberty's call. Buried forever be selfish ambition, fomenter of discord and strife. Long live the Commonwealth, hope's glad fruition. Humanity rises at news of life. So up with the masses and down with the classes, a debt to the traitor that money can buy. Cooperation's the hope of the nation. Strike for it now or our liberties die. That's called Song for the Wage Slave. Let's see. I think maybe I'll do my song, Essentially Expendable. Owning classes clamoring to hustle workers money bring. Let them live on straps and string. Eat those boots, now things are lean. Some workers they manipulate, to take them blame and agitate, to put their families' lives at stake. It's a master's profit they can make. They say they know that many more will die. Even dare to call you the front line. Say thank you for your sacrifice. Now go make those pies. You're essentially expendable at 7.25. The plutocrats in Congress say the urgency has gone away. Owning classes had their day. 3 trillion trust is on the way. Now help the worker to survive, but not enough to really thrive. Comfort takes away the drive to die for 7.25. They say they know that many more will die. Even dare to call you the front line. Say thank you for your sacrifice. Now go make those fries. You're essentially expendable at 7.25. The president called this a hoax. His followers he tries to coax to mingle while they praise his boasts, and to the market they'll be thrown. A distance now, the White House rule is too extravagant for you. Get back to work, you lazy tool. When you break, they'll get one new. And they say they know many more will die. Even dare to call you the front lines. Say thank you for your sacrifice. Go make those fries. You're essentially expendable at 7.25. His wealth he thought would insulate. He thought his power was too great. The virus would not dare invade Callous White House palisade. Now he's tested every day, maybe 10 times even 8. You can all go play roulette. He wants that burger on his plate. And they say they know many more will die. Even dare to call you the front lines. And they're ramping up the class war, and you know they must be right. Oh, it's time, my fellow workers, for the general strike. Scheming even now on how to siphon out our bank accounts. Congress plans to help them out. Their priorities are not in doubt. The workers have their own demands in states and towns across the land. Walking out to make a stand, this need not be the bastard's plan. And they say they know many more will die. Even there, they call you the front lines. And they're ramping up their class war, and you know they must be right. Oh, it's time, my fellow workers, for the general strike. It's time, my fellow workers, for the general strike. All right, let's see if there's something else here on this. Okay, well, I think maybe I'll do 2 more songs. I'm going to do a Dylan tune and then a Leadbelly tune to close out. Oh, first I'm going to... Sorry about that. I got too close to the mic with that. Excuse me. Almost forgot that. Come, you masters of war, you that build all the guns, you that build the death planes, you that build all the bombs, you that hide behind walls, you that hide behind desks. I just want you to know I can see through your masks. You had never done nothing but build to destroy. You play with my world like it's your little toy. You put a gun in my hand and you hide from my eyes, and you turn and run far around the fast bullets fly. Like Judas of old, you lie and deceive. A world war can be won. You want me to believe, but I see through your eyes, and I see through your brain, like I see through the water that runs down my drain. You've thrown the worst fear that could ever be hurled. I fear to bring children into the world, for threatening my baby, unborn and unnamed. You ain't worth the blood that runs through your veins. how much do I know? To talk out of turn, you might say that I'm young, may say I'm on the run. There's one thing I know, though I'm younger than you, even Jesus would never forgive what you do. And I hope that you die, and your death will come soon, and I follow your casket in the pale afternoon, and I watch as you're lowered down to your deathbed, and I'll stand over your grave till I'm sure that you're dead. Alrighty then. I think I'll add another one in before. This is was written by John Nordquist back around 1915, 1910, something like that. It's called The Parasites. Parasites in this fair country live from honest labor's sweat. There are some who never labor, yet labor's product get, and they never starve or freeze, or face the wintry breeze. They are well fed, clothed, and sheltered, and they do whate'er they please. Oh, these parasites are living in luxury and state, while millions starve and shiver and moan their wretched fate, and they know not why they die, nor knew they ever try their lot in life to better. They only moan and sigh. And these parasites would vanish and leave this grand old world if the workers fought together and the scarlet flag unfurled, when in one union grand the working class shall stand. Well, the parasites will vanish and the workers rule the land. Alrighty. I'm going to close out now. With a lead belly tune. Sorry. Okay. So if you want to sing along on the chorus with this, don't have to worry about anybody else hearing you except for the people in your own house. And I won't be able to tell that you're not singing along. So I'm going to imagine that everybody's singing along. I'm going to start with the chorus. That's the part you sing along with. It's real easy. It's got 2 lines, I think. First it's 3. It's Irene, good night. And then it's good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Good night, Irene, good night. Good night, Irene, good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Last Saturday night I got married. Me and the wife settled down. Now she and I are parted. Gonna take a little walk downtown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in the town. At times I take a great notion to jump in the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Stop rambling. Stop your gambling. Stop staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and family. Sit down by the fireside bright. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. I love Irene, God knows I do. I'll love her till the river runs dry. But if Irene turns her back on me, I'm gonna take morphine and die. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see my dreams. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. And thanks for joining in this evening. I seem to have something going over my vocal cords right now. So I'm going to say good night, and I'll be back next week. And again, thanks for sticking around. Good night.